Tonight, I saw Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Different car tonight, different place. I'm in Tasmania, and I got to see it at the State Theatre in Hobart, which was really exciting. So it'd be a very memorable night for me. So this is the 5th Indiana Jones film, once again starring Harrison Ford and Phoebe Waller-Bridge. So this film takes place in 1969. We come across a very much an older Henry Jones Jr. who is just about to retire from doing teaching. He's going to put that adventurous life behind him, but all of a sudden his goddaughter, played by Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Helena Shaw is her name, comes saying that she has found the resting place for the second half of this Archimedes dial, which is something that her father was obsessed with and that she believes Indy has another part of. But not only are they going to start to look for it, but some nasty people from Indy's past also after this to try and right some wrongs from the past that we discover Indy is a part of at the very beginning of this film. So, lots going on. We have a MacGuffin, which is the Archimedes dial, which is pretty exciting. We have a pretty great cast with Phoebe Waller-Bridge and Harrison Ford in really great stance, once again as Indiana Jones. And we have some really great cameos from people from the past. And we have a lot of other stuff. So my relationship with Indiana Jones goes back, many moons ago. I first saw my first meeting with Indiana Jones was back in 1983 when I saw a making of Raiders of the Lost Ark in the Festival Centre in Adelaide. Which was a really special moment. I hadn't actually seen Raiders at that time, and as soon as I saw that, my parents went, "Yep, you can see Raiders of the Lost Ark. You seem to be pretty good with this." And then I subsequently then saw Temple of Doom, where I loved Short Round. I loved the opening because it was very James Bond, but then as soon as I saw that heart pull out, I was like, what the devil is going on right now? And I had nightmares for ages. And then when Last Crusade came out, it met my two worlds together. I loved James Bond, and to see Sean Connery and Harrison Ford together as father and son up on the big screen, and that amazing opening sequence with River Phoenix, I was sold. And pretty much, as far as I was concerned, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade was a beautiful way to finish off Indiana Jones. But then a bright spark, usually money, came into play, and 2008 gave us the film that was Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, which was an absolute CG poob fest and really didn't do anything for the careers of Cate Blanchett, and certainly had Shia LaBeouf in completely the wrong movie, which was a real shame because there was some good moments in that film. But we're not talking about any of those. We're talking about this one, which is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Well, what's it like? Well, the good news is we have a great kinship with Phoebe Waller-Bridge and Harrison Ford. The direction from James Mangold. This is the first time that Steven Spielberg has stepped aside from directing sides, and the first time that George Lucas has not been involved from a writing side of the fence. We get Mangold's collaborators from previous films, such as Ford versus Ferrari, coming on to this particular film. So we have a slightly different flavour, I suppose. Very well directed, though. James Mangold certainly knows how to move his way around action sequences and give some lovely moments to those moments in the very late 60s that obviously both Harrison Ford and James Mangold really enjoyed. And Phoebe Waller-Bridge is really great in this film. David Kellogg does give a little bit of screen writing credit to this film, and we have Harrison Ford doing what he does best, playing Indiana Jones. And as soon as that music kicks up, and as soon as that iconic moment of him putting on the hat once again happens, it's great. The bad parts. There's some extremely ropey CG. There's some really exciting action sequences in here, but they would have been better if they didn't have CG. I don't understand what people's obsession with CG is at the moment. We have a film that is made for $295 million, not $295 million. It's the most expensive Indiana Jones in the entire franchise, and we have CG that looks like it's from a computer game. So why? I'm not really sure. And I just feel like physical action could have been done. You know, we've just seen the John Wick films, we've just seen the Extraction films, we've seen what you can do with stunt people who are willing to give some amazing stunt work and put that in play with some great locations. Why not? Let's do it. They do it in Bond films, why could we not do it in an Indiana Jones film? The parts that this really sings in is when Indy is on the quest looking for these relics in the caves and working with Phoebe Waller-Bridge and you know, putting A and B together. They're the exciting parts of this film, and when we're in CG world, it kind of loses its edge a little bit. The tuk-tuk chase is really exciting, but there's some bad CG. So there's a real balance between good and bad in this film, but really for me, there was so many beautiful moments in this film from a nostalgic point of view. To see Harrison Ford once again at 80 years old doing what he's doing in this film is truly astonishing, and that to me makes it worth the mission. And my camera ran out of film. How's that possible when I'm talking about CG? Oh, we're not living in a linear world. Anyway, so for me, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny was still a really great watch. It is an absolute improvement and a beautiful way to end the saga for Harrison Ford. It certainly, I think, gives him what he wanted, and Harrison Ford that being, and I think it's a fitting end to probably seeing Indy doing what he does. It's bittersweet because I'm going to miss it, you know. He's a great character, and I guess the beautiful thing is we can relive those great moments in the great films that we have. Even certain sections of Crystal Skull, I'm going to give them a pass, but yeah. So thank you, Harrison Ford. Thank you, James Mangold, for making this movie. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, you were fantastic. I really appreciate you being here to do this, to help shepherd this film through. And Harrison Ford, thank you for giving us all an amazing time at the cinema. So for me, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny gets 8 out of 10, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it again and seeing if I feel the same way about it the second time round. Anyway, that's it for me. I hope you have a great night and look forward to giving you more reviews very soon. But between now and then, go and see Indy up on the big screen and give these guys some money back, because $295 million is a lot of chump change. All right, have a good night. Bye, everyone. Crack a whip. Yeah.